Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Alrighty, today I wanted to get into this topic of eBay's new sports card policy. And it's going to benefit the small sellers, sellers like my wife and I who occasionally sell sports cards. And they stated that in order to return the cards, there's a shorter time frame for those sellers that do not accept returns and those sellers who have a 14-day window after the item gets delivered. And you could still return the item to the individual, even though there's no return policy. If the item is different than the description, then you could definitely deal with that. But here's the deal now. You only have 3 days to examine the card. If the seller does not accept any returns, like I said, my wife and I do not accept any returns. The reason we don't accept returns, we know there's shady people out there, and to protect ourselves, we make sure that there's no return policy. If there's something that's totally messed up, we will definitely work with the buyer. So we're not completely harsh in that regards. And most sellers actually do a 30-day return policy to help them with the algorithm. It makes your card item go up, or if you have other items that you're selling, you automatically get listed above, and also free returns as well. So there's a catch with everything. Anyways, regards to this sports card policy, this will definitely help guys like us, other eBay sellers as well, and some of these content creators that definitely sell on eBay as well. So suppose you have Tom Brady, not Tom Brady. This is a good example. Patrick Mahomes. The day of the Super Bowl, his card before the game was Optic Hollow PSA 10. I had one of these cards. Well, it sold for about 7 grand. And guess what? Right after the Super Bowl, maybe a few weeks after, I swear this card may have sold for maybe 2,400 bucks. I could be wrong, but 2,400 bucks, and then now it's what, between 35 to $4,000. I haven't checked the latest auction. And suppose, now going back to the card, suppose the buyer got it at $7,000. Well, in the past, he had a 30-day window. He could have said, "Oh, my account was hacked," or, you know, I have second regrets. And sometimes the seller would be like, "Fine, I'll take the card back." And the card would have plummeted over 50% because Patrick Mahomes lost in the Super Bowl, and on top of it, it's the off season. So we're seeing a correction. So to prevent any of that chicanery, fraud, whatever you want to call it, eBay is saying like, okay, this is messed up. Now the thing is, there are buyers that could still exploit the system because suppose buyers, not buyers, but sellers still have a 30-day window to accept returns or for the return policy, buyers could exploit that policy. So this thing is not going to go away. So I believe some of the big auction houses on eBay, they allow a 30-day return policy for whatever reason. The small shops are not going to tolerate this nonsense. We're not going to deal with that. We're going to give them 3 days, like they say, and if everything is fine, they probably can't return it. There's no buyer's remorse with us and some other small dealers. And the big dealers will have to deal with it. So eBay did solve the problem for the small sellers, but for the big sellers, nothing really has changed. And I think eBay probably should address that in the future as well. Another thing I've noticed in the past, I think Northeast Ohio Sports was talking about this. He said one time a guy came back to him saying that the card or his account was hacked, and it looked like it wasn't hacked. But we had a situation last year. This was maybe March or April. The card market was doing okay at the time. I had these Anthony Davis cards, PSA 9. I got them 13 bucks a piece from Probstein in January of last year. And then it went to maybe $30 I sold it at. And I'm like, oh man, I got a great return. Those cards later went over 100 bucks, by the way. Anyways, the guy said, I don't know what happened. My computer, or I was hacked or whatever. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this guy's full of it. We accepted the return, and I think we sold the card high at a higher price, so it worked out for us. But maybe I should have kept those PSA 9s with me and held it on to maybe the fall or December. Actually, this year, January, February, I could have made what, 100 bucks on that card easily. Anyways, so it's a good thing eBay's trying to help out some sellers. They helped out sellers earlier this year with the envelope. That's good. Now, as a seller, I would like one other, not guarantee. I think eBay should do a better job when it comes to the not refund process, but suppose an individual buys a card, there's a delay in the shipping from USPS, UPS, FedEx, whatever. And eBay has a policy, okay, if you don't get it within the estimated delivery date, then you may not get your card. I mean, then the buyer could file a claim with eBay and the seller. Usually what's smart is the buyer should reach out to the seller saying, hey, where's my package? Can you reach out to the shipping company? And sometimes the seller may give attitude, but that's the first way. But sometimes they don't do that. They just go to eBay to file a claim, which usually ticks me off. Anyways, if they file a claim and if package doesn't move or doesn't get delivered within a timely fashion, the individual, once he gets his cards, he may get the cards for free. So that is abused by some of these buyers from time to time, where they know there's a shipping problem and they file a claim and they essentially get the cards for free. And because of COVID last year, USPS had a lot of problems. They had so many issues. And granted, we didn't have to deal with any difficult buyers, but there are eBay sellers that lost money and gave away cards for free because of slow shipping, because of COVID, because of the restrictions, because they had to shut down the whole postal service. And then you had the election, not the whole postal service, but they had to close down a department because there was a COVID outbreak. But last year you also had the election issue with mail-in ballots. So that screwed up a lot of shipping and it created a lot of headaches for us. And now the USPS has improved, knock on wood. But at the same time, I expect if there's some sort of COVID variant outbreak, you're going to have problems with that. And eBay needs to do a better job. And if I go to the National in Chicago this year, I'm probably going to have a conversation with them that they need to do a better job in terms of helping the seller out in that situation where there are buyers that exploit the situation. Sometimes they're honest buyers. I was honest with the guy. I'm like, hey, I didn't receive it within 25 days. I'll pay you. We have PayPal. I told the guy straight up, I'll pay you. But the guy says, like, don't worry about it. It's a $10 card. So, those are just things that I'd like to see eBay improve on. However, they are moving in the right direction. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about eBay, their new policy. Are you a seller? You think that's going to help you out? Is it going to alleviate or is it going to stop some of these fraudsters, these guys that are full of crap trying to exploit the situation? Let me know about that. One other item, I did a video the other day about LeBron James and also Michael Jordan, who's the GOAT. Brother John, as I call him, my buddy. We're probably going to have more of these discussions in the future. Sports topics. I'm going to diversify a little bit away from sports cars because I know what's going to be happening with sports cars in the next few years. It's going to be going down, unfortunately. It'll be a good buying opportunity. But, I want to create this as a sports content channel as well. So if you want to see any sort of discussions, put them down below. John and I are talking about some discussions in the future. Yeah, we're going to be talking a little more about the Bulls, as we loved the Bulls growing up, or especially I did. But yeah, let us know what topics you want to hear. We have some discussions, some topics in our mind right now. We're going to do a little bit more homework on those. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about eBay. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below, guys. Thanks. Bye.